Hi there. I wanted to do a video today on chronic fatigue syndrome and spinal flow technique. And the reason I want to do a video on this is that, for me, my role is as the founder of the Spinal Flow Technique and the teacher. I coach my practitioners and my students every single week, twice a week. And what they're sharing is so many of their clients have chronic fatigue. They're being diagnosed with it. Their clients, they're men, women, and heaps of kids and teenagers as well. And what I know for sure is that there's just so much pain and suffering going on in the world. And for myself, when I had my practice, I did specialize in stress and the body, and I did see a lot of people with chronic fatigue syndrome and with, fibromyalgia and with many different types of stress that have been stored in the body. So I wanted to do this video today because if you have got chronic fatigue, or if you know someone that has got chronic fatigue, or you're a practitioner working with people with chronic fatigue, share this video because I want you to know that there is help available. And I always, I'm not here to give advice from the doctors. That's not my role. My role is to go the other way and share what's possible when the body can do what the body knows how to do, which is to heal. The Spinal Flow Technique works with the innate wisdom of the body, and it works with the body is a self-healing mechanism. But when there's stress that's been stored in our bodies from the stress in our lives, what happens is it creates blockages. It creates spinal blockages. And when there's spinal blockages in the spine, that interferes with the messages from the brain, spinal cord, to the rest of the organs there. And as a result of that is the body stops doing what the body knows how to do. We start to get more pain. We start to get less energy, more fatigue, more symptoms and diagnoses like chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia, because our body's in fight flight, it's shutting down, it's tired, it's struggling, and then we're looking for help. Like, we go to doctors or we go to the medical system saying, help me, I'm not okay. And I guess what I want to say to you is that all makes sense and I get it. And here's a reality check. Reality check is the amount of stress in our lives. It's too much. It's actually too much. And I want to say this, from my heart to yours too. It's your body's not stupid. It's not broken. It's actually communicating to you. It's actually saying to you, I'm overloaded. It's too much. I can't actually hold this amount of stress anymore. I'm showing symptoms. So I like to look at health and healing from the opposite point of view, which is rather than saying, hey, you're broken, your body's stupid for saying that, it's like, hey, your body's super intelligent. If you've got chronic fatigue, it's telling you, like, it's too much. I'm holding too much. There's too much stress in my life. I've stored a lifetime of stress in my body and now I'm not okay. So not that I want you to have symptoms at all. It's my aim for you to be symptom free always. But if your body's speaking to you and it's saying, hey, I'm not okay, the best thing we can do is to go, all right, my body's speaking to me. What's it trying to say? And what has my life looked like? Have I had that amount of stress? So what I know is the amount of stress in our lives, the physical stress, chemical stress, and emotional stress is way too much. That stress, if it's not processed or released, it gets stored in our body. Stress gets stored in our body as a spinal blockage. Spinal blockages come and they get stored in what I call the 7 gateways of the spine. When they get stored in one of these gateways of the spine, it creates interference. It creates a blockage from brain, spinal cord, and the rest of the body. So it's basically creating a blockage in our life force energy. It's in our healing intelligence. So one of the ways that we can help you if you have got chronic fatigue is to do an assessment to see if there are spinal blockages in your system. Our spinal flow practitioners, our trained spinal flow practitioners, which you can see on my website, they're trained to find spinal blockages. They do an assessment of your gateways. They'll check your posture and they'll feel to see where there's spinal blockages. Once they've done that, they'll say to you, okay, this is what I see, this is what's going on. And they'll work with you to remove the spinal blockages so they're no longer there. When there's no spinal blockages or less spinal blockages, there's more health, there's more healing, there's more, a spinal wave comes through the system and our body moves towards greater healing. The results that we've had that from people that are experiencing chronic fatigue are less pain, more energy, better sleep, less fatigue, more energy, feeling more vibrant, happier in their body, happier in their mind, and feeling better in their life. So I'd love for you to be able to feel the same. So definitely, if you're watching this, share this with other people that are experiencing chronic fatigue. If this is yourself, then definitely get to see one of my Spinal Flow practitioners, because they can help you. Remember, our body's storing the stress. We want to release it so we can move towards greater health and healing.